Yo mamajam anadim cha vetti lokamaheshwaram asammuda samartyeshu sarva papa pramuchyate. He who knows me as the unborn, as the beginningless, as the supreme lord of all the worlds, he undiluted among men is freed from all sins. So we are not able to understand God because of sinful life. So doubts will remain as long as we are covered by the reactions of sinful activities. Now here Lord Krishna is telling, if anybody is able to understand, one is convinced that yes, he is Anadim, Lord is beginningless, and he is Ajam, he is not born. What is the meaning of not born? Because we are also not born, soul is eternal. Not born means Krishna does not undergo a phenomena of birth. It means when the soul picks up the dress, that is termed as birth. So Krishna is free from this phenomenon of taking dresses over him. It means when Krishna comes here, he does not take any external covering on himself. He is complete spirit inside and outside. There is no difference between body and soul of Krishna. Krishna does not take any body which is made up of matter. That is why he is Ajam. He does not take birth. He becomes manifest. That is why technically it is called Avirbhav. He manifests himself, he becomes visible, and then he becomes unmanifest, invisible. That's it. There is no birth and death for Krishna. So if one understands Krishna is Ajam, Krishna does not take birth. And Krishna is Anadi. Krishna has no origin. He is the origin of everyone. He is freed from all sins. So there are 9 steps to spiritual perfection. It starts with Adav Shraddha. Adav Shraddha means just like if you are hearing this Bhagavad Gita for the first time, then you might become little inquisitive. This sounds interesting, very logical, authoritative. Let me try to understand more. This is called Shraddha. Adav means the beginning is little Shraddha, little faith. Let me try to understand what this knowledge is. And with this little faith, when a person advances further, then he associates with the devotees. This is the second step, that is called Sadhu Sangha. And then when one associates with the sadhu, he eventually tries to follow the practices of sadhus. That is called Bhajan Kriya. One takes initiation from the spiritual master. Initiation means formal acceptance of spiritual master as one's guide. One surrenders unto such guru. And then he starts practicing devotional life. Only after initiation means the beginning. That is actually the beginning of spiritual life. Before that, it is all preparation. So the Sadhu Sangha, association of devotees, is very, very important to maintain always, even after initiation. All our desires and convictions are simply because of the association that we have. And when a person starts executing devotional practices by being initiated from a bona fide spiritual master, he reaches 4th stage, that is called Anartha Nivritti. One becomes freed from all unwanted habits. Anartha Artha means which makes sense, Anartha means nonsense. Anything which does not help us to become immortal, to realize our spiritual position, to gain platform of unlimited happiness, that is called Anartha. In other words, anything, any effort done on material plane for material enjoyment more than keeping the body and soul together, that is called Anartha. So all such Anarthas, unwanted habits, especially sinful habits, meat eating, intoxication, gambling, illicit sex, one becomes freed from these pillars. And then one comes to the platform of Nishtha. Nishtha means firm faith. Till then, confusion will be there. Whether it is right or wrong, sometimes I think it is very right, it is perfect. Sometimes I get confused. This may be just one of those theories that people have. So this confusion will remain. As long as a person is sick, confusion will be there about the taste of food. Similarly, as long as we are infested with sinful tendencies and activities, clarity about spiritual life will not come. So if we are not very disciplined, we are not careful to avoid sinful activities, then we will remain confused. So this 4th stage is difficult to cross because we are habituated to breaking the regulative principles. But by rigid following of bhajan kriya, spiritual practices under the guidance of spiritual master, one is able to cross over this stage. And when one is freed from unwanted habits and drives, then one becomes firmly established nishtha. One can not only protect his faith and understanding, one can even convince others. And after nishtha comes ruchi. Ruchi means taste. Till then we have to practice as a matter of duty. Taste might not be there. Just like the small child, it cries to go to school, doesn't like to go. And slowly when he becomes mature, on his own, he or she starts studying very nicely. Of course, this is a crude example. You don't get such taste in studies. You're doing it for some results, name, fame, money. And some people, yes, do have research aptitude. But in Krishna consciousness, you start getting real taste, unlimited taste. And this ruchi, when it is intensified, it becomes asakti. Asakti means very strong attachment. As people cannot start their day without tea or without cigarette, people are addicted to so many things. In a similar fashion, a person gets addicted, very strongly attached to spiritual practice. One cannot do without executing spiritual life. Initially, you have to force yourself because spiritual master is telling, as a matter of duty, I have to execute. And then when the anartha nivritti we have crossed, so we have to be patient. We have to see, am I still addicted to material enjoyment? Am I still sinful? I am captured by unwanted habits? Then please be patient. All the doubts will not be cleared now in this stage. But a stage is there which is called nishtha, firm faith, and then ruchi, then taste will come. So we have to wait for that. Before that, taste may come sometimes. If we commit sinful activities, taste will go away. Spiritual life will appear boring and burdensome also. But when ruchi comes, whenever you execute it, there is taste. As a healthy man eats nice food items, there is taste. And then asakti, one becomes strongly attached to such practices, cannot do without it. And then one reaches the stage of bhava. Bhava means emotions. Then this attachment becomes so advanced that one starts feeling emotions. As a young man and woman, spontaneously they are attracted to each other. Mind gets captured. In a similar fashion, Krishna's name, form, qualities, features, they capture the mind, and a person starts feeling emotions for God. And when the emotions are intensified, that stage is called prema, love of God, and that is the perfection of one's life. Then a person is completely freed from the laws of nature. Then one's life is completely successful. So these are the gradual stages of spiritual advancement. So here Krishna is telling sarva papai pramuchyate. One only who is freed from all the sins can understand in fact that Krishna is ajam, Krishna is anadim. He is not taking birth and he is the origin of everybody, all those who take births. This clarity will come when we are freed from sins. So we have to be patient. It takes some time to get cleared of the sins.